Aloha guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. I thought tonight we would discuss park hopping, specifically park hopping in 2021. Woohoo! As you may or may not have known, when Disney had to shut down and reopen, they did not reopen with park hopping. But they announced starting 2021, park hopping is back. Woo woo! Gotta love some park hopping. However, park hopping is a little different right now from years before. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what park hopping is looking like right now. It is currently January 2021, and I'm saying right now because we are talking about Disney. Disney tends to change policy, especially regarding things that they've kind of changed and adjusted, and with COVID and capacity levels and all these things kind of at play, I do expect park hopping to kind of change and fluctuate and go through different phases before hopefully it does eventually return to its pre-COVID status. But as of right now, there are some kind of rules and regulations regarding park hopping. So let's get into it. The first thing to really know about park hopping is, well, A, you need to have a park hopping ticket. You can't just park hop if you don't have the park hopper ticket, which runs roughly about $85 to $95 per person. If you add the park hopper option to your Walt Disney World vacation, it works for your entire stay. You cannot purchase a park hopper for just one day and then not hop other days. Basically, it's you either get it or you don't. If you get it, you can hop every day or any number of days within your vacation. So, changes. Park hopping currently, right now, today, tomorrow, who knows? Disney might put out another announcement. But right now, park hopping starts at 2 p.m., which means you cannot park hop at 1 o'clock. You cannot park hop at noon, 2 o'clock. And you are not guaranteed to park hop into the park of your choice, period. If for some reason the park of your choice is at capacity, you cannot hop there. You cannot hop there even if you have a dining reservation. That was something many people were asking. Well, if I just make a dining reservation for the park I want to hop to, that will ensure I get to hop. No, it does not. So, if you need to make dining reservations for a certain park, you need to get a park pass reservation for that park, which means that should be your main park of the day. You only currently, right now, Disney could change this, you only need a park pass reservation for that first park, the park you start at. Park hopping currently does not require you to have a reservation for that hopping park. So how do you know if the park you want to go to is going to be at capacity or not? Well, you really won't know until you're in the moment, until you've already entered your first park of the day and you're looking at the app and trying to figure out if the other 3 parks have hit capacity. Disney did say they will post an announcement or a push notification on your phone, meaning you should get an alert that Epcot is at capacity today, Hollywood Studios is at capacity today, which means you cannot hop to that park. Again, if you need to eat at a certain location, if you got reservations for Droid Depot, Savi's Workshop, any of those other reservation required things, you are not guaranteed entrance if that is your hopping park. So my tip is to make reservations for lunch. Start your day at the park you made lunch reservations for and see how the evening turns out. See how dinner goes, but at least you're not missing out on your precious sci-fi reservation or Cinderella's Royal Table reservation because you made it at lunch where you can't even hop anyways. Another really big key to park hopping is some people might go, okay, well, I made my park pass reservation today for Magic Kingdom. And then you slept in, or you didn't really feel good, or you changed your mind, or you decided to do the pool instead. And then it's 2 o'clock and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go hop to Epcot. Nope, you cannot do that. You need to enter the first park first. So if you made a park pass reservation for Magic Kingdom and you want to hop, you need to first enter Magic Kingdom. So if you did, as I previously said, and you did the pool and you kind of slept in and you forgot and you want to hop, you need to first at least click into Magic Kingdom so that the system knows you entered your first park of the day. And then hopefully your second park of the day is not at capacity. So there's a few little changes right now. Disney is saying that right now the time slot is 2 p.m. That could change. It could move to 1 o'clock. It could move to 3 o'clock. We don't know. Disney could change things. They could make it so the park you hop to does require a reservation, which would require you to go on your cell phone and hit yes, I want to hop to Epcot. But currently, right now, you only need a park pass reservation for your first park of the day. You 100% need to enter your first park of the day, and having any form of reservation, dining or otherwise, does not guarantee you to hop. Now you're asking, well, Nina, oh shoot, I made dining reservations and now the park's at capacity and it wasn't the park I went to, and now am I gonna get charged for my dining reservation because I can't hop and go there? Well, Disney thought of that. Disney does have cast members out and about who will help you cancel your dining reservation that you can no longer hop to and help you make reservations at a park you can hop to. So Disney is trying to help you out, but because of COVID and social distancing and all the things we're dealing with right now, Disney is just not allowing more guests into a park outside of their magical capacity number, which is right now at 35%, but I expect Disney to raise that at any time. Disney is constantly going to be adjusting and changing and adding more capacity numbers. As that happens, more hopping can and will happen. But as of right now, hopping is 2 p.m. Does not require a park pass reservation. Dining reservations do not guarantee you into your hop, and you must 100% enter a different park first. Now, for those of you interested in Star Wars, for those of you interested in Rise of the Resistance, I am telling you right now, you cannot hop to Hollywood Studios and assume you can ride Rise of the Resistance. Why is this, might you ask? Well, Disney purposely picked the time 2 p.m. for a reason. You can only get a boarding group at Rise of the Resistance currently right now today at either 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. So that means if you are waiting around Hollywood Studios for your 1 o'clock chance to get a boarding group, you haven't hopped yet because it's 1 o'clock and you can't hop till 2. So they purposely did that. So basically what I'm trying to say is if you are trying to get on Rise of the Resistance, you absolutely 100% need to make that your park number 1 of the day, and you absolutely 100% need to get a park pass reservation for Hollywood Studios to even attempt to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group. I do have a whole video on that. Check it out. So, Nina, this sounds a little crazy. Should I even bother hopping? Is hopping even worth it right now? Well, that is a very difficult question, and I think it really depends on what you are trying to get out of your vacation. I will say that we love to hop. Having not been able to hop for the past 3 trips was rather annoying. There were several times where I was like, oh, you know what? I wish I could go to Epcot and do this. Oh, I can't hop. Having that hopper capability does guarantee you some freedom and some flexibility, which a lot of people love, myself included. My kids are a little older now, so hopping is easier for us. I usually suggest families with really young kids that maybe hopping isn't for them, especially if they're staying at a resort that doesn't have easy accessibility for hopping. And by that, I mean the Skyliner or the monorail. So if you are staying at one of the Skyliner resorts, it does make it a little easier for you to hop because you're not stuck always taking the bus. But with the same respects, if you start your trip at Hollywood Studios because of the Skyliner, it is so much easier for you to hop to Epcot. It doesn't make it easy to hop to Magic Kingdom, but it makes it easy to hop to Epcot. But now I hear you guys are asking, well, Nina, what if I start my day at Magic Kingdom and I want to hop to Animal Kingdom? How would I get there? Well, Disney has returned park to park buses. So starting around the 2 o'clock range, you will see buses for the other parks at your current park, so you can hop. Of course, if capacity is filled for a certain park, you will not find that bus. The bus driver for those buses will be checking to make sure A, you have a hopper pass, and 2, or B, I should say, you have already been to your first park of the day. These two things are critical. You need to have the right ticket and you need to have been to the first park that you had your park pass reservation for so that you can then hop. So Disney is trying. They're trying to make it easy. They are providing park to park buses and you can hop via the Skyliner. So is park hopping worth it? It really depends, like I said, on you, on what you're trying to get out of it, on the ages of your kids, on the location of your resort. I will mention park hopping takes time. So when park hopping returned, all the locals and APs and people who know Disney really, really well were blogging and posting all these videos of, I went to 4 parks in one day, woohoo! And that's great. I've done that. It's a fun thrill. It's also tiring. It also takes a lot of time. It doesn't matter if you are riding a bus or if you are driving or even if you're using the Skyliner, going from park to park takes time. You have to leave the park. You have to wait for the bus, which is what, potentially 10 to 20 minutes, depending on if the bus just left when you arrived or if the bus is sitting there waiting for you. It's kind of luck of the draw. And then you've got a good maybe 20 minutes on the bus. But what if there's traffic? What if something else happens? What if they have to load a scooter? All of this takes time. And then by the time you get to your hopping park, you have to wait, you have to scan in. I'm not saying it's not fun. I'm saying it takes time. So if you have really little kids, maybe this isn't the best option for you. Maybe just staying at a park and falling asleep in your stroller is a better option. But for people who love the flexibility, for people who are probably like, maybe if you're new to Disney and you're not sure if you're going to like a certain park, I always say hopping is a good option because then you can just hop to the park that you preferred. Like you tried this park, but it wasn't your thing, or you feel you're done at like 3 o'clock, then you can go ahead and hop somewhere else, assuming the park is not at capacity. So again, it's not a really simple answer if park hopping is for you or not. I will say that we love to hop, but we're not crazy hoppers. Usually we spend a good chunk of the day at one park. We might go back to the resort for the pool, or my husband likes to take a quick rest, and then we might go to the second park for dinner or maybe just a treat. My husband loves hopping to Epcot so he can get a pretzel, maybe a beer, and kind of end the evening that way. So it really just depends how you like to vacation, how you like to spend your time. So that is my suggestion, is to kind of really think about those kind of things, or just add it so you have the flexibility and then you kind of wing it while you're there. But you absolutely 100% cannot make dining reservations for that second park and assume you're going to get in. I think this is the biggest mistake people are going to make, because they're going to assume it was like previous you could just hop. There was no time, there was no park pass reservation, you could just hop. No one was the wiser, no issues. Now you need to kind of have some thought into it. Now, for those of you who are like, Nina, oh my gosh, I saw someone's video and they hopped to 4 parks in one day. I want to do that. I want to check that off on my bucket list. How do I hop to all 4 parks? Well, there's many ways to do that. You can use the bus, you can drive, you can use the Skyliner, but this is the big key that I will suggest. You definitely want to start at the park that opens the earliest. Right now, I think that's Animal Kingdom. And you might want to end at the park that's open the latest, which right now I think could be Epcot. So here's my little tip on this. So if you start your day at Animal Kingdom, you would take your resort bus to Animal Kingdom. You have to hang out at Animal Kingdom till 2 o'clock or 1:30 or whatever it is. So you want to plan to have your lunch at Animal Kingdom. And then around 1:30, 2 o'clock, you would then hop to, I don't know what park you want to hop to. You might want to hop to Hollywood Studios. You hop to Hollywood Studios, you do whatever you want to do there, grab a snack, ride one ride, and then maybe you take the Skyliner from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. And then you go into Epcot, you get a giant pretzel from Germany, you go ride Frozen, and then you leave Epcot and you take a bus to Magic Kingdom and you end your day at Magic Kingdom and stay up super late to see the Magic Kingdom's Goodnight Kiss. This would be a fun way to hop, but things about hopping, you're not getting a lot done. There isn't a lot of, let's ride all the rides at all the parks and hop to all 4 parks in one day. That's not a thing. You'll be lucky if you can ride one ride at each park and call that a fun day. So these are just things to consider. You could also start your day at Animal Kingdom, take your bus to Magic Kingdom, then take the Magic Kingdom bus to Hollywood, and then Hollywood Skyliner over to Epcot. It also might matter where your resort is and where you want to stop and start. We love staying on the monorail, which means I'm closer to Magic Kingdom. So for me to end the day at Magic Kingdom is better for me because then I can just walk back over to my resort or take a boat or take a monorail. So it kind of really depends on the timing of every park, opening and closing, where your resort is, and what you're trying to get out of the day. But if you start your park at the earliest park of the day, which is usually Animal Kingdom, that's a big chunk of your time at Animal Kingdom. Just a heads up. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, I'm calling this kind of Disney's phase 1 of hopping. I 100% expect them to adjust this. I 100% expect them to make another announcement and say, you know what, now we've moved hopping up to 1 o'clock, or now, you know, it doesn't matter if parks are at capacity, you can hop. But for right now, you hop starting at 2. You 100% need to visit your first park first, and having any form of reservation does not guarantee you hopping. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more. I'm hoping to post these helpful kind of travel agent-y videos every Wednesday evening, as was the time of my lives used to be. So yeah, please stay tuned. Let me know what kind of travel agent-y tips and tricks you want to hear in the next video, but I'm kind of taking it week by week based on Disney's new announcements because they love making new announcements. So I'm hoping to post videos all about those announcements as they come. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button and turn it gray. Please hit the bell icon to get notifications. Like this video and let me know what other tips and tricks you want to hear me discuss, or just changes at Disney you want me to kind of discuss so that you can make a more educated decision for your own vacation. And please, guys, remember, I am a travel agent who specializes in Disney, who was very much affected by COVID. I did not have COVID. My business was affected by COVID. So if you need a travel agent who knows what they're doing, my email's down below. Thank you, guys. Mahalo for watching. Nina out.